Alright, so a few quick details for everyone who's going to know where the bathroom is. It's right down there. Keep heading straight and then you'll find it. Also, we have water inside if you need it. We have some samosas, which is an Indian dish. It's really tasty, it's vegetarian. Yeah, there's a sauce. Cool. This is our 5th data science talk. It's starting to feel familiar now. You know, we get in, we have a little meeting. So usually what we do is for the new speakers, for the new members, we have speakers here. They basically showcase what they're working on with data science, and then we listen, we get to learn new things, and at the end of it, we have Q&A. This is our first talk where we've had a member present, so we want to keep this going. If you think you have something to present and you have an interesting idea, you're welcome to come up here and yeah, just get in touch with me and we'll talk about that. We have Nikki Ferry today, and yeah, he's going to give us a talk on data behind code for athletes, right? So he has a lot of information about people on the ground and some personal information that you recorded as well. There are a lot of interesting things. Very qualified data scientist, coach, economist. You have a PhD in economy.
That's correct, right? Yeah, PhD in economics.
Written a book, I think.
Yeah, a few papers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no books yet.
No books. Okay,
Someday
I misread that. Okay, that was a paper. Lots of interesting stuff. We have a really qualified dude tonight. Really happy to hear from you. I'm excited for this talk. Let's get started.
Cool. All right, well, thank you, Ashwin, for that great introduction. It's really an honor to be presenting here. This is the 5th of these meetups. I've been to every single one, and it's an honor to be the first, I guess, member to be presenting. Today we'll be talking about what makes a great athlete. It's a loaded question. And seeing some of the data underneath the hood of athletes and great athletes. So we've got a lot to cover tonight, and I've got these timestamps to keep myself honest. And hopefully we can get through it in an hour. If you find me rushing towards the end or skipping slides, that's because we're a little bit, behind. We're going to start with some introductions, then just spend a few minutes talking about what it is that data science actually is. And then we'll talk about some examples of how the cutting edge, people in pro sports are using it. If you're a data scientist working for a pro sports team, this is what you're doing. And talk about exercise in sports to zoom out at a high level. What the hell does everybody do with their time when they're exercising? And talk about some great athletes, what makes a great athlete. And then for about the second half of the presentation, we're going to zoom really focus in on running and go through specific data behind some elite runners, and down to personal examples in San Diego, including yours truly. Some data that I've generated while running. And then 10 minutes at the end for Q&A. If you have minor questions during, raise your hand, and like any kind of minor clarifying question, that's fine. Any major off-topic questions, I'm happy to answer at the end. Cool. So, before we get going, I think, this is about the audience after all. We're all here to learn, we're all here to teach each other and learn new things. So, I sent out the survey, thanks for everyone who filled that in beforehand. We have about 6 topics that I asked about. Do you want these covered? And the good news is there was some interest in every topic, so I guess I have to cover a little bit of everything tonight. I guess the thing people want to hear about most was examples of data science in pro sports, and also personal runners in San Diego using data. So we'll hear a lot about those during the presentation. And this is a networking event after all. You guys all took valuable time out of your schedules to come here tonight and hopefully learn something new. My aim for tonight is that each and every person in this room walks away a little bit wiser, a little bit smarter, and a little more knowledgeable. And part of that is meeting somebody you haven't met before tonight. So let's just take 30 seconds right now, and everybody introduce yourself to the person sitting next to you, somebody you have not met before, and tell them your name and tell them one thing about yourself. 30 seconds, go. Sorry, I got to cut you off 30 seconds, but you can talk more afterwards. That was cool. Okay, so now that you've all introduced yourself, I'll tell you a little about myself and where I come from. So growing up in my world, the two most important things were sports and mathematics. So yes, I come from a sports family. That's me there before the long hair about 3 years ago. And this is some of my other family members. So my uncle, Danny Shays, was in the NBA for 18 years, and he's very tall. And then my grandfather, Dolph Shays, has been recognized as one of the 50 greatest NBA players ever. And there's my other uncle, David Shays. And I get a lot of short jokes in my family, believe it or not. They say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, but in my case, I think it fell all the way outside the orchard.
I saw your grandfather play once.
There you go. So that's me, and now we still get up the introductions. Now we're going to talk about data science. So I asked on the survey, what is data science? And I'd like somebody in the audience to volunteer, as an answer. What do you think data science is?
Looking for patterns?
Looking for patterns. I like that. You know what? Should be the first person to call something out? Cliff Bar. One of my favorite snacks, I eat them almost every day when I exercise. They're 89 cents each on Amazon if you're looking for a cheap quick snack. So we actually had a lot of really cool answers on the survey for what is data science. And I'll just read out a few of them. So, it is the field that leverages from programming, math, and domain expertise to generate and deliver insights from a large amount of data. So we also had somebody else write, using the scientific method on all varieties of data. And the answer. Now we had some really cool responses on there. And I love this one, data that tells a story. The way I think about data science is it's the intersection of domain expertise. If you're studying whatever topic you're studying, in this case sports, you have to know something about what you're studying. And then computer science, which I think is data processing, data coding it, and the scientific method, math and statistics. Data science always involves a process. So we're solving a problem, you have to define what that problem is and what you're solving. Collect some data, process the data, interpret the data, take some action. And you'll notice this process is iterative. So as you go through that process, you learn more, maybe you redefine the problem, maybe you open up another layer of the problem, change the focus a little bit, learn something new. It always should be an iterative process. So what are the professional data scientists using at the pro sports example? I've got 4 examples I'm going to talk about. And just a way to learn about this stuff, there's a couple ways. One is just go to some cool sports conferences. So I had the honor of attending this conference, Sports Performance Data and Fan Engagement Summit. This was up in San Francisco back in January. And I'll go through 2 examples that were presented at that conference. And then this is the famous one. It's like the holy grail of sports analytics conferences. MIT Sloan, every year they have a great conference. All of the papers that are presented there are online. So if you just Google Sports Analytics MIT, find that conference, that's a great way to read up on some of this stuff. And I'll dive into 4 examples now. So this one is from a guy named Luke Bourne and some co-authors. He is at the Sacramento Kings, working there, the basketball team. And he basically, in the NBA, they have video cameras installed at the top of every arena. And each player on the court, they have frame-by-frame analysis of where that player is on the court every quarter of a second, I think it is. And that data is pretty neatly organized for anybody working for an NBA team to access and process and run spatial temporal processes on, matrix factorization techniques, hierarchical regression models. I admit I started reading this paper and I did not get all the way through. It was a little over my head. But what they were able to do in this paper, which was published in the Stats Journal, is for each NBA player characterized their defensive ability and how similar they were defensively to other players. So that's a cool contribution to the stats literature. As far as the effect it's had on the Sacramento Kings' winning percentage, I can't really say for sure what the positive outcome there is. So I advise, if you're going to do something complicated statistically, make sure that it's done in a way that the coaches and the players can understand and implement it. And sometimes I see this gap between what the statisticians are doing and what actually can be implemented in the field. So that's why I started off with that example. Second example, I'll just talk about the Golden State Warriors. I mean, these guys, for the last 4 years, they've been doing something really right. 3 NBA championships. In the year they didn't win, they had the best regular season record. And yes, they use some stats and some things, but when we talk about a great team and great athletes, well, what is it, somebody who's followed the Warriors, what is it that truly makes this team great? Can anybody tell me? Say it again?
The team chemistry.
The team chemistry. It's a good answer. What creates that team chemistry?
I'm not a basketball fan. Being from the area in the last handful of years, just the family atmosphere, the team chemistry, the kind of brother.
You're hitting on it exactly. This is a fascinating article from the New York Times, if you're interested in this. It's called "Why Did the Warriors Dominate the Third Quarter? Consider Their Halftime Drill." The Warriors' halftime locker room is basically a high-speed 360-degree review, where every player, every coach is on an equal playing field. It's this beautiful thing where they can all critique each other, they all trust each other, they communicate well. If I had to pick one word, it would be trust. And they all trust each other to get the job done. And when we're talking about what makes great teams and great athletes, you should be thinking about things like that too. Third example I'll go through, jump mechanics for ACL injury. Does anybody know who that is on the slide? Yes, Robert Levin III, NFL Combine, I don't remember the exact year, 2010, 2011. RG3 has what's known as knee valgus, and there is a tremendous literature on ACL injury risk. It's a huge problem. I consider it relatively unsolved. There's been over 2,000 published papers on ACL injury risk. You have a lot of teams at the college level and pro level have force plates, where they will measure athletes jumping in different ways. You can think of jumping up and down, you can think of like a soccer player or an NFL player who will have to jump and land in an awkward position. And what these force plates are able to do is measure not only how much force each foot exerts into the ground to do it, but also the distribution of that force and how it's kind of left, right, front, back. A ton of data out there, but there is a lot of disagreement at the pro level about what factors cause ACL injury risk, how to reduce it. So if you are a data scientist interested in a very big unsolved problem in sports, there's your tip. Another way to say this captured is with motion capture cameras. So this is a cool system called the Darby system, $250,000, green screen room. It basically, without wearing anything on your body, this thing is able to map the bones in your body as you're doing things and calculate risk of injury, calculate any kind of imbalances. These are really cool systems that a lot of the pro sports teams are using now. Just make sure. Okay, cool. So, last example I'll talk about, and this one was at the sports conference, was presented by a guy from the Pittsburgh Penguins who won 2 Stanley Cups. This is hockey. I know it's San Diego. 2 Stanley Cups in 2016, 2017. They were, this was January 2018. They were competing for the 2018 Cup and on track. So the coach gets up there for the Penguins and, we saw all this data, and he gets up there and he says, you know what really matters? What is it that really makes us different, that separates us from the other teams in the league? Why have we won 2 cups? Why are we consistently right now one of the best teams? And he put up a chart like this, which was, look, we measure all this stuff about our players. And I think it's about 30%. He just kind of threw that number out there. But he was one of the most respected coaches, so people really listened when he said that. And I think the other 70% of the stuff that makes us a great team, it's things like character. It's things like teamwork. And that, it really kind of struck a chord with me at the conference, and I think it struck a chord with a lot of the other coaches that, yeah, this stuff matters, but this stuff also does, and we're not really that focused on it in sports. We're not really measuring it that well. Now, before we exit this talk about pro sports, of all the kind of stuff I talked about there was a consensus among all the coaches that presented on what is a metric they measure every day that they felt generally was the most important metric that they're tracking. Does anyone have a guess on what that was?
Teamwork.
Sweet.
What did you say?
Teamwork.